Now recording. This is
Milktown.
the milkman champion of the world.
Well, I got news for you, brother. You think you can come in here and get milky on me?
Actually, I was gonna say that sounds dirty, but I show you that '80s wrestling video already? Like, it's
Yes, you
just a bunch
did.
of different clips. I'm gonna jerk a nut in your ass. What a way to start Milktown, huh? So
Hey, brother,
Raven
you
the
think you can
Kid
come in here?
saw this yesterday when we were playing Magic last night or whatever, and he was like, "Get that fake shit out of here. Buy a real one." And I was like, "I would, but it's either that or Soul Calibur." And this man chose the belt over Soul Calibur. He's like, "Just so you could have that bling, we could hold off on the Soul Calibur." And I was like, "Bro."
That's
I
funny.
think I'll just do the whole episode with this prop. Point to it every time something cool. Every time we talk about something cool.
You want to talk about something cool?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in magic.
Whoa. Even in a young girl's heart?
I think Chris Hansen would have a thing or two to say
Why
about
don't you have
that.
a seat?
Yeah. But you were saying, do I believe in ghosts?
Ghosts.
Yeah, sure.
You do? Do you have any ghost stories?
Yeah, I do. But you asked me if I wanted to hear something cool, so I figured you have some cooler ones than I do.
I got a couple of ghost stories for you. Um, that is, if you put stock in ghost stories, most of it can be
Well, I put
explained
all
by
mine in
other stuff.
GameStop, so by the way, I'm retiring after this.
GME to the moon. Um, yeah, no, like I've got a couple of ghost stories. When I was younger, I was really into like all the paranormal shit. I think that there's a phase that kids go through where they're like real ghosts caught on tape and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And I was one of those kids that was like super into it, man. And I I could have been fabricating this stuff just based on how into it I was, but there was one particular story that I've mentioned on the show before that I hunt. I am a hunter. I hunt deer. Um, I've switched since from right. I have since switched from rifle hunting to bow hunting just because I think it's more skill
Hmm.
than it is anything else. Because like a rifle, as long as it's sighted in, you're hard pressed to miss. Um, whereas a bow, it's a little more rudimentary. I prefer bow hunting now, regardless. Um, at that time, I was rifle hunting. I was a younger kid. I was maybe 13,
Hmm.
and I was getting everything ready to go. And I had gun in case, sealed. I had it zipped shut.
Hmm.
I had the ammo in the front pocket of the case, and I was putting socks on the bed to take with me to have extra socks. And I went to look for a pair of socks, and I was the only one at the house in the house at this moment. Everyone else was outside, and I know that for a fact because I was in the basement and I could hear everyone walking on the gravel outside. So I was the only one in the house. I left the room for 10 seconds. Like literally walked in or walked out of this room, walked to a dresser, grabbed a pair of socks, walked back that
Hmm.
quick. The case was completely unzipped. The ammo was out on the bed. The rifle was on my pillow,
Uh,
and my socks had been thrown across the room.
that's fucked up. It's a
Yeah,
bad
that was
time.
that
That's an
was
aggressive
really
ass
weird.
ghost right there, dude. That's a dangerous ghost throwing your shit
You,
everywhere like that.
you want to know what's even more fucked up is I took that rifle out hunting, and I actually had a shot lined up, like I was about to kill my first buck,
Hmm.
and I had a shot lined up, and the gun jammed. So
I don't fuck with
yeah,
that shit.
same house though. I was by myself. I was by myself a lot as a kid,
Hmm.
but I was by myself. It was maybe 2:30 in the morning. I was up late watching some channel or another that I can't remember the name of, but it had like extreme sports stuff on it, like dirt bikes and fucking punk rock. Like it was my type of channel. And I was watching that and I hear so the way the house was set up, so in the living room, if I'm sitting on the couch watching the TV, to my right before the staircase to go down to the basement, there was the front door of the house. And then where I was sitting, I could see through the kitchen to the side door of the house. And I heard the side door open and I was like, huh, that's weird. And I look over there and it's empty. And I was like, okay, whatever. Start to watch TV again. And then I hear in a very feminine voice, honey, I'm home.
Oh.
Yeah, I was by myself. I went and checked outside. My sister was not there. No one else was home. And I was like, all right, well, guess I'll die.
Guess I'll die. Ah,
So, yeah,
that's
have
rough,
a couple
man.
of ghost stories. Those two are the big ones.
Man, all mine happened at the old apartment I lived at. And it was just dumb shit. Like, at first I thought, oh, this apartment has some faulty wiring. No, that's not the fucking case, okay? It was just like little shit that would happen. Like, we would all be, and if this was a ghost, it was bold because there was like four of us sitting on the couch when everything just, it wasn't like a power outage situation. It was just what we were watching turned off. The rest of the power was fine. The fucking TV shut off, and then like one of the picture frames like dropped flat, and I was like, nope, see, fuck this, fuck all this. Like, can we have an earthquake so I could be like, hey, the earthquake did? No, no, fuck all that.
Dude, I've got one that
Not
might fuck
feeling
with
it.
you.
No, if it's about a shadow man, you could leave me the fuck
It's
out of
no,
it right
it's
now.
not about there was no physical presence.
Good. Oh God, I've had one that. Oh.
So, have I told you that when I was younger, I was like into like Wicca?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I it was kind of like just a rebellious thing, really.
Mm-hmm.
Like I grew up in a Catholic household and I didn't identify with anything, so I was like, I'm a witch now. And I got really into like Wicca stuff. Um, but I abandoned that, and I at one point did find religion, and I was really heavily invested into in religion, and uh, I because I was also invested in ghosts, I got very into the process of like exorcisms,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I was put on this earth to rid evil
Oh my
from the world.
God!
And
What?
I thought I was gonna be like the fucking world's best exorcist or whatever. And I was like I said, I was really into it. And I had a notebook that I had written. I think it was the prayer of Saint Michael is the one that they use for exorcisms. Um but yeah, I had that written down and I was on early stages of YouTube late at night and I type in, real ghost caught on tape, like it's part of the phase. And I'm watching this video and I still remember it very vividly because it still fucks with me. So these two guys, they're in like what looks like an abandoned meat factory, and they're like walking through all these abandoned rooms and like you see the meat hooks and stuff and like a bunch of graffiti and spray paint, and they come across like um I guess it'd be like the walk-in freezer portion
Mm-hmm.
of the meat factory, and they're like, I hear something behind the door, and they didn't know what it was, and they go to open the door, and when the door opens, you don't see anything, and it's just like night vision camera where it's all green,
Mm-hmm.
and you hear like a pig squeal, like a death metal style pig squeal, like
Oh my God. Okay.
uh right when that squeal started to happen, the power in my room went out. My computer completely shut down, and it felt like something was standing right behind me.
Yeah, fuck all that noise. See, that's what
And
I'm
I
talking about.
was,
Fuck that.
but I was, dude, I was fucking terrified. I was like, I'm about to get murdered by something in my house. So I grabbed that notebook, I read that prayer out loud, and as soon as I finish reading the prayer, it feels like it's gone and the power kicks back on. My computer restarts.
I'm gonna be so pissed if I die and fucking monotheistic Christianity was the right one. I'm gonna be so overly pissed. My hope is that any prayer would have done. I'm talking like to Zeus, to Allah, whoever. Well, Allah's like in Abrahamic still. Anyway, I'm gonna be so pissed if it's the truth. Like,
Right? Like I bought the wrong stock.
Well, no, because I spent like 17 years of my life shoving the right stock down my throat. Now I reject all that shit because it was super toxic and making me feel like shit. Yeah. Not for sinning, but for fucking just not being. It's easy to be Christian on Sunday. Put it that way.
Wow.
And so I can't support that. I gotta live my life authentically, round and round. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
So
I was.
I'm gonna be so overly fucking pissed if like I die, and it's like I am Christ. I'm gonna be like fuck, and then he'll send me to hell because I yelled fuck. It'll be my last fuck. It'll be the last Milktown fuck in the afterlife.
Yeah, you're gonna be like fuck, and then all black, nothing else to be seen, and then in the distance of the void, you just hear. Welcome back to Milktown. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
You were getting very sleepy.
Can I stop you for a minute?
So yeah, welcome back to Milktown. Apparently today we're gonna bash Judeo-Christian mythology.
Yeah. Was that your welcome back this week?
It was.
Oh, damn it!
It was pretty cinematic welcome back.
Well, if we're welcoming back, then hold on. Then I guess I'm a double champion now because we're welcome back, and then
oh shit,
I'm just gonna get more bizarre with the props every week. Just fucking. Shit, I can't even hold on to this. Get ready for this, as Ursula says in fucking Kingdom Hearts over and over. So yeah, I'm gonna be so mad if Christianity, if that's what it is. Because first of all, fucked up, man. Who the fuck leaves an apple lying around for those bitches? That's fucked up. That's wrong.
Yeah. I kind of got into this debate the other day, and I don't like to talk about religion or politics or anything like that.
Me neither. I only make jokes.
For me to get into this sort of debate about it, it's hard for me to put stock in it because of what I know about mythology.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of mythological pantheons or whatever, they were. People put stock in their gods to explain scientific phenomena that they didn't have answers for. So, like if you take, fucking Greece, for example, if you look at ancient Greece, they're like, yeah, well, there's big waves they're wrecking my house 12 feet off the shore because there's a guy in the ocean that's mad at me. Like, I gotta give him something and then he'll be not mad at me.
I like Greece because their gods are very human. They're very good at exemplifying the human condition. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
They're like the glorified wrestlers of their time.
Yeah. But
they're they're not like omniscient. You know what I mean? Like they stab each other in the back and like have affairs and shit. Like
yeah, it's kind of like the Kardashians of Greece. But the point that I made during that debate the other day was I think the reason that Judeo-Christian mythology and Abrahamic religions have lasted so long is because the question that they want answered is the starting point of life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did it all start?
Mm-hmm.
And we have, a simulacrum of an answer, being that, like, the Big Bang is what created the universe. But then those people are like, well, how did the Big Bang happen?
Damn it, Sheldon.
When realistically, it's just volatility is the answer. But the point that I was making whenever I was in this debate was that another thing that people who adhere to those tenets and those faiths that they discredit science for is evolution.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, well, God created humans because humans can't come from lizards, when it's being proven more and more that dinosaurs were not actually lizards. They were more than likely gigantic ass versions of animals we have now.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a chicken and a T-Rex, like the skeleton of a T-Rex, if you flip the arms over, it's exactly the same as a chicken.
Yep. Yeah.
So and I think we talked about this a little bit with Mr. from Couple of Co-ops too. Like, recreate, if you took the skeleton of like a hippopotamus and you had someone who had never seen a hippopotamus create a 3D rendition of what that animal looked like with flesh, it would look nothing like the hippopotamus as we see it.
Right.
So it's hard to account for, fat content and feathers and stuff like that unless they were perfectly preserved. And the fact that the link between primates and humans has been, relatively proven beyond a reasonable doubt, that there is a distant connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's not hard to fathom that, the same elements that make up the stars make up us and make up everything else in the universe.
Right.
Can eventually...
Mother Earth, you are the father.
Yeah, right. They can eventually, become something else. The issue that humans have is that we have a conscience. We have the ideas of good and evil that exist within us, and we can't rectify how those exist.
Because animals don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at an animal,
other
it's
animals, because we're
not
animals too, but other animals.
Yeah. But
it makes me wonder if that's higher evolution or low. You know what? Because yes, we're really smart, but what if like the easier path in life is to be less intelligent?
Well,
you know what I mean?
The easier path. It is the easier path.
What if this is like, what if we're flawed? Like, what if that's what it is, man?
It wouldn't surprise me.
Wasn't supposed to go this far, and now it's out of control.
It wouldn't surprise me. Humans are kind of like termites, man.
How do we go from fucking title belts to fucking...
Because we were talking about ghosts and stuff.
That's true. Yeah, but that's fucking...
But yeah, like, humans are very similar to termites. Termites show up in a spot, they take all of the resources from it, they make it their own, and when it's depleted, they move on.
Yeah.
Like, there's not too much of a difference between, the primal human condition and a termite or an ant. And the only real difference is ants don't wonder why their ant girlfriend cheated on them. Like, I don't want to get like too existential or seem like
holy shit.
I also don't want to seem like I'm super pessimistic, because I am, but I'm not. I don't think that we're as special as everyone thinks we are, the humans.
Yeah, no.
That being said, I exist, which sucks, but it's also like, I'm gonna deal with it. And it's
Sonny,
also one
I
of the
exist,
things...
but I'm gonna deal with it.
Yeah, and that's it. Well, okay, so it probably may not seem like a healthy way to look at it, but this is gonna sound bad, and I don't want people to like freak out when I say this. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be on this earth. This place fucking sucks.
Oh my god.
With that being said, I am here. I'm learning how to navigate it. I'm gonna figure it out. And every now and again, there are things that happen that make the chemicals in my brain have an orgasm. And I'm like, great, now I'm happy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep chasing that little brain jizz until I'm just happy all the time. And still in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, this still sucks. Like I did not ask for this.
Brain jizz in the back of your mind, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of
So
Navigate and Navigator, Navigator is a YouTube channel that has a bunch of old video game reviews on it that are renamed Gaming in the Clinton Years. And they're really awful, and we should watch some sometime later down the line.
that sounds funny. I'm down for that.
They're really funny, but they're really awful. Like, they're so bad that they're good type thing, you know?
I got you. I got you.
So we'll have to check that out later. Speaking of people and how they suck, I was... This is a positive thing, kinda.
Hey, you listening? You fucking suck.
Fuck
dude.
you. I was scrolling through Facebook late night last night because you and I, we're gonna talk about Magic in a minute here, but like you and I were playing games really late into the night, and I predicted correctly that I'd have no work today, so I got really lucky, got to sleep in. But last night I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I'm in a Knockout City group on Facebook. They're really cool, the whole community. It's pretty big. And so I'm scrolling, and this guy's like, there's no such thing as play styles. Like, fucking get with the meta. You either make good choices or you don't. I'm going to make a video about it because I'm tired of teammates. And fucking, like, no one asked for that, man. Like, we're here to have fun. So in the comments, I was like, make your YouTube video, man. Like, fine. Like, we're here to have fun, not sit here and, like, metagame with, like, what? And fucking, he never responded to me. But I'm like, I forget that competitive games can really be that serious sometimes because I don't really take them. I used to.
Yeah.
But, like, it's mostly solo games now where I'm like, well, that shit was my fault and I could have done better. But, like, that shit was crazy last night. I was like, I'm too tired for this.
Dude, yeah. I had to deactivate my Facebook account.
I heard.
Like, I added you on Facebook and then immediately deactivated my account.
Sorry, I'll do better.
No, it's not because of you.
I know.
I mentioned earlier that like I don't like to get into religion. I don't like to get into politics.
That's
I don't
all it
know
is over there.
I don't know enough about either to have that conversation. And I'm not interested in learning more because it bums me the fuck out. So I'm not going to do it.
That's right.
And all of these people online, and I'm not saying that you can't be intelligent about something and also not work in the field. Like, yeah, I know plenty about horror movies, but I don't make them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I know for a fact that if you work at a janitor at a high school, I probably don't give a fuck about your opinion about anything that's going on in the political climate of the United States right now.
That's valid.
Especially if you're a fucking man, and hopefully you can infer what I'm talking about with what's going on.
No, I got you. I would have fucking left it. Oh, wow. A janitor?
I'm not saying that this is a specific example.
I know, but I get you. Like, you're giving me the right power level of person we're talking about here, and I'm like, oh,
yes,
that's unfortunate.
That shit it gets me so mad, man, and
I feel that. No, dude, I get you. Like, oh.
I had to get off Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Long story short, I had to get off Facebook. So if you're following the Milktown page on Facebook, that's awesome. I'm glad you do that. Take it over to Instagram.
Join the Discord too.
Or join the Discord. Yeah, even better.
Then,
or just, comment videos on our...
I think what you guys don't realize is that we record this in the Discord.
It's true.
Like,
yeah,
we're here right now. Like, I was going to bring that up yesterday when we were hanging out. Just like, isn't it crazy that we record, like, in the Discord? Like,
well, yeah, I think it's kind of poetic because the way that we have the Discord set up, like, it's like a virtual town. We have it kind of set up like Board of Tourism and stuff. So like realistically, it's like a town hall meeting right here. And I guess if we wanted to, we could set it up to where people would come in and be able to listen to it live. If we did that, it might be like a Patreon type thing or something. But regardless, it is cool. It feels like it's like sovereign in a way.
I just like the connection where like we're not, a lot of creators, even when they start out, they like put this separation between them and like their community. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
like when you get bigger, you know, like yeah, you're a big celebrity and there's a disconnect. But like, I've seen people my size who are like, "Oh yeah, I don't talk to my viewers outside of like the stream," and I'm like, "Why the fuck not, dude? Like that's your bread and
Yeah.
butter, man. The fuck, like."
Right? It's I okay. I'm gonna go off topic and circle back.
Okay.
I've mentioned that I really enjoy rap music.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of my favorite things to listen to. My top artist last year was Denzel Curry. I may not look like it, but I'm a Zeltron fan, so fucking get over it. One of his songs, it's called Ricky, and Ricky is about the people that were with you when you started before the come up.
Is that a Boys in the Hood reference?
I think it might be because the song's about his dad. Was his dad in that movie? Was that Ricky?
No. Ricky was one of the boys who grew up, and spoilers for a really old movie, but Ricky gets like shot. Like the gang activity in his neighborhood gets so bad, he ends up getting blasted, and he was the only one who was like on his way to college. Like he was about to really, you know, make a good life for himself, and he got. Anyway, I was just wondering if it was a reference to that. Boys in the Hood's a great movie, by the way. That spoiler actually isn't the whole experience. Please go watch it. It's really good.
Yeah. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it is a very good movie.
It's a very good movie.
Is Cuba Gooding Jr. in that movie?
I think so.
Yeah, because he was like, we wasn't even doing nothing.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Boys in the Hood is good. Go watch Boys in the Hood.
Go watch Boys in the Hood. That's
For
it.
real.
Title of
that
this
movie
episode.
fucking slaps. Boys in the Milktown.
I was gonna say that, but then I'm like,
but
we're
there's
not really
that. Okay, it doesn't really fit though because
nah.
There is no hate crime in Milktown.
No. Matter of fact, if you commit those, you're the only person we hate. We drink respect people juice.
We drink respect people juice, but also I don't want to feel like
we don't actually hate them. Not like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a quick second here. If you have intrusive thoughts that seem prejudiced, don't feel bad.
That's different. Everybody has those, dude.
If you have an intrusive thought that's prejudiced and you feel bad about it, that's normal. That just means that
that means you're
your
a good
first
person.
thought, yeah. But if you act on those intrusive, terrible thoughts, that is not great, and you should probably reevaluate yourself.
And stay the fuck off my street.
If you're willing to reevaluate yourself and learn from your mistakes, we're here for you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to help, because neither of us are qualified professionals.
I'm like, I'm not a...
Yeah, neither of us are qualified professionals in order to do that, but we stand personal growth. So
yeah,
that was my little tangent there. But yeah, and then also going back to Ricky and the day one homies.
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys that are here now that are getting us our views and listening to the show regularly and enjoying it and commenting on our videos and stuff, like, of course I want to show you guys love. You guys are making this, like, you're the incentive right now. I don't know why I would try to create a disconnect from that. Like, of course I want to talk to you guys. You guys fucking rule.
Well, quite literally, you guys are you guys rule Milktown. I mean, you are the whole city. I mean,
it's true. It's true. You guys aren't just visitors. You guys you're regulars here. You go to karaoke on Tuesday nights at the Milk Bar, you know?
God damn it, we should do karaoke in Discord at some point.
That would be fire.
So fucking fun. Speaking of regulars, I went and got boba today. Again, there's like a boba place
I love
right boba on the corner from my house. Like it's like 2 minutes down the road. I go in there so often. I sold them out of their kiwi boba. Like I came in and she's like, we're all out of the kiwi, and I'm like, and Stephanie made a joke. She's like, yeah, he drank it all. They're like, no, he did. Like he came in here and kept buying.
It's like that Simpsons episode. It's like, you just follow my husband around with a hot dog cart, and he's like, lady, he put my kids through college.
So I got the mango one today. Just as fire, equally as fire. So good.
Have you ever had taro milk tea?
No. Well, yes, I have.
What does it taste like to you?
Weird is the best way I could put it, but I think I have like a... Go ahead.
I think it tastes like cereal milk.
That's a good way to put it. It's like, I don't want to say off milk because that makes it sound like it tastes rotten. It's not. It's like sweet.
It is sweet.
Weird.
It's
It's
very
just like,
sweet.
yeah, it's just weird maybe to me. I don't know.
I get it. I just wanted to see because like everyone that I've had try like taro milk tea has been like, yeah, it does kind of taste like cereal milk.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, I don't.
But yeah,
Yeah. Man, you're giving me flashbacks to Oregon. We were just in Oregon.
dude, I'm
We had
telling
it up
you,
there.
I had never had boba. I was like, hold on, it's 2022. It's been like 4 years since I tried boba for the first time.
Damn.
I was worried I wasn't gonna like it because I love tea.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Love tea. And
Welcome
the
back to T-Town.
idea
Go ahead.
that doesn't have the same ring.
No, not at all.
I'm actually like a little upset. No, don't ever do that again. Don't you ever fucking say that shit again to me.
Fine.
But
I won't.
that just feels like a gossip corner, and I'm not into that.
I didn't even think that far into it. Wow. Ew. So here's the tea, guys. Fuck.
Regardless, man. I love tea, and to me, the thought of putting like a sweetened cream or milk into the tea was very off-putting. And then I tried it, and I was like, wait, no, this fucking slaps.
This shit goes hard.
Dude, I legit fuck with boba tea. I have a make your own boba kit upstairs. It's not very good. It kind of tastes like s'mores.
Because don't they usually use like brown sugar in the?
Yeah,
That's what it
I think
is.
there's some brown sugar,
Yeah.
but it's also there's a specific type of it's got like the boba in it, but I think the way that they made their boba is like a little too sweet. Like it's the right consistency where it's like really tapioca starch forward and it like balls and congeals, but it's just like it's so sweet. And I don't like s'mores, which is a thing too.
Me neither.
So
Not a fan.
I like all of the ingredients individually.
Dude, when we used to go to bonfires and shit, like they'd, melt the I don't like, okay, so I don't like burnt marshmallow. That's A. And then when you put it, no, I don't like them together, but I'm the same as you. Like, I just take a piece of the Hershey bar and eat it, or you take a graham cracker and eat it, or take a regular marshmallow and eat it.
Just go ahead and chalk that up as another thing we've never talked about that we're the exact same on. Except I do like marshmallows that have been cooked. I don't like them burnt, but I do like them like
I like them
golden brown. Yeah.
Sick of your shit, Sonny.
GBD, man, golden brown and delicious.
We both said golden brown, really?
Yeah.
I'm tired of
that's
Sonny. Tired of this.
Lo siento.
So, circling back to the circle back, we're talking about competitive games. Sonny and I must have gotten at least 20 games in yesterday.
I was about to say 19 rounds.
Yeah, 19 or 20 games in of Magic the Gathering Arena. We realized yesterday that we both play. Like, I had started playing, but I didn't realize Sonny had jumped back in. So Sonny had it on mobile. I don't know where to find that, but apparently he had it on mobile. And then he switched to PC, and we fucking played all night. Game one, he got me, and I was like, already? Like, this isn't a good start. But I made a little comeback. It was cool.
What deck did I start with? Because I played you green-white.
You were playing green-white, and you built your board so quick, and I should have not kept that hand. And I was like, so I conceded, and you're like, you're stepping out? I'm like, dude, that's a dub. We take those. Like, that was just me losing.
Yeah, that was, I played the Celestia deck for a long time. And then I stepped out to do the color challenge so I could build mono black. Mm-hmm. And then I played you mono black until it was like, okay, I've got it figured out.
Yeah.
And then I also got that pack that gave me that fucking Beholder card, which is like a cheat code. Like 5 mana, and I can just basically insta-kill anything you've got. Like, fuck out of here. Yeah. That's awesome.
So I was telling you yesterday, I had texted you when we got off, because I put on the Golgari pretty thick, man. Like, I pulled out my Planeswalker at one point, and you were like, dude, I didn't realize you had like a full I'm like, yeah, dude, I grinded so hard to get those fucking cards. But
Yeah.
I literally texted you last night. I go, hey man, the worst thing you can do for Golgari is kill the creatures. So put in a bunch of white and put in a bunch of red, because red will move faster than I do. White will exile all my creatures. I get nothing for it. Guess what I played before we started the fucking podcast today?
Did you play against a red white deck?
He exiled everything I had. He punched the shit
Damn.
out of me in like 5 turns. I was done. I was like, oh, that didn't feel good. I shouldn't have said anything.
That's funny, dude.
Oh,
I
dude.
built so today I built a tricolor deck, which I was telling you about
Nice.
before. But it's white, black, blue, and you know how much I hate blue
Oh,
because we've talked about it.
but you're about to play some control then. That'll be good.
It's really weird, and I definitely need to tweak it still
Mm-hmm.
because it's not competitive online,
Ah,
but it is completely acceptable in standard.
I don't even have a
So
standard deck yet, so you went up me because
so
I
yes,
haven't built anything
that's
yet.
the only thing I've got going for it is the fact that it's completely standard acceptable, which I think is about to change because the pack that I based it off of was the Kamigawa pack,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Neon Dynasty pack, which is dude fire by the way. What a cool
Yeah.
concept.
Well, that's what I love about Magic, right? So they always, I was, when I was younger, I was like, well, when are they going to add another color? Because there's only 5. But they just keep taking the 5 colors and switching areas, like switching planes. Like they did D&D for one
Yeah.
set. They did a fairy tale set. Like they can apply that shit anywhere infinitely. And then all the sets that people really liked, they just go, well, we're returning here. Like they did Return to Ravnica, Guilds, right? And fucking,
Yeah.
so,
I remember when they went back to Ravnica.
yeah.
That was like 2 years ago
That's
or
about when I
so.
started. Yep. That's when I started playing Magic.
So yeah, that was all right. I remember the Ravnica stuff, but this
Yeah.
Kamigawa stuff, I didn't realize they had done it previously, and it's cool because I think the first time they were there, it was just like feudal Japan, and now it's like cyberpunk feudal
Yeah, I
Japan,
did see that. It's
which is
the
awesome.
planeswalkers, the Wanderer, right, with the sword and the hat
Yeah, so
for that
that's
set. She's
the
like the
red
face
green.
of that
Oh wait,
set.
no, never mind. I have a different one in mind,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, that's if they did more planes like that, because don't get me wrong, I like the fantasy elements where it's like, fucking this is a beast deck and they're all, like sylvan pets. Like
Yeah.
that's cool.
Hmm.
But it's also like I want to see some weird shit. Like I want to go out and like I want to be a part of like a dune plane where everything is
Where
sand and
where
there's
were
like
you
worms.
for a little bit after all the guild stuff was done? Because they came out with the first pre-release and the second one for all 10. You know what I mean? They did
Mhm.
that. They did Eldraine. In between there somewhere, there's vehicles like full on like motorbikes, like because that was a really weird set. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it was like kind of futuristic, like equip
Yeah.
2 and fucking ride a bike and smash your opponent in the face. I was like, you what? So
Yeah,
that was
and
a
that's
cool
what
one.
that tricolor deck that I'm working with now, it has some vehicle input into
There
it
you
as
go.
well.
Yeah, see,
So
very cool.
and crew because they're like mechs.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It's
So,
kind of tight. I'm ready to learn more about it and get different
mhm.
cards and kind of play with it more.
So you might like artifacts then.
I don't like artifacts. That's the
Really?
thing. The
That's
only
weird.
reason that blue is in there is because there is an artifact that I wanted to use that
Hmm.
required blue. So I had to kind of I'm not going to sit there and like get one land where it's like, you can tap this for any color cuz that's hard to rely on.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck it, I'll just go tricolor and just get some like mana fishing stuff going and
So do you
I'm
remember yesterday? I made that. It was like a poor man's copy of that cheap deck that beat me on my stream, and I played it again. It
yeah.
was like with the Revenge of Ravens and like the
Yeah.
combo, and I just sat there and let it run until you got to 0.
Yeah,
So
I do remember
I
that.
fucking hate that deck. First of all, second of all, I took the good piece of that deck from when I was building the Golgari. I haven't changed it since we played. But I remember when that Revenge of Ravens card and people were playing that stupid, like, ping you for 1 every time you attack. I implemented it in my deck in a way that's, like, not super stacky and horrible. but,
That's cool, man.
put it to good use. Then there was Fires of Inspiration. Now I feel like I gotta go find a bunch of PNG cards to fucking put up for what we're talking about. But, like, Fires of Inspiration's a really cool card, too. Lets you cast
Yeah.
stuff kind of for free, sort of.
There was I got kind of lucky today in my pack draws, and I got a couple of planeswalkers. So,
Yo.
the lucky thing is one of them is mono white, so I can implement that
I
into
got
my
one. She was an angel something or other.
my Celestia deck, which is cool. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna take a second here.
You keep saying that.
If you guys are watching this and you don't know what Magic the Gathering is, I'm sorry. I really am.
Well, I feel like we hit topics every week where there's some people who know and some people who don't, right? You know?
Yes.
I think that's just everything. When we cover everything, sometimes it's good to learn.
So, if you haven't experienced Magic the Gathering, it is really fun. I will say it is all consuming.
Oh, for
If
sure.
you're even the slightest bit nerdy and the slightest bit of like a TCG fan, Magic the
You're
Gathering
done.
will
We'll
suck
see you
your
next
entire
year
life.
because
Exactly.
you're not coming any more Milktown recordings.
Like full fucking paychecks on core sets. Like the second you get into collecting paper, it's over.
Keep calling me out, bro. See what happens.
Well, dude, I did the same thing. My best friend Andrew, who you've met now,
Mm-hmm.
that man was so addicted to Magic the Gathering that I went over to his house one day and he was like, "So, didn't you say you wanted to play Magic?" And I was like, "Yeah,
No.
that'd be kind of fun."
That's how they start.
And he fucking pulled out like boxes on boxes of cards that were organized by color and mana and like, oh my god, dude.
My collecting
And he
never
was
got
like,
that organized.
he goes, "Build whatever you want. It's all good." Like that's the amount of cards he had.
Dear God.
I have my deck that I built at his house. It's fucking 14 feet that way in a tote.
Yeah, be careful for your Magic friends because your Magic friends and your D&D friends. D&D friends you got to be a little more adventurous with, but you will get sucked in. Your Magic friends, there's 5 colors. Pick one you like. Like fuck.
It's true. Like I built a deck of every color while I was there. I played them all and I decided like I like black, I like white, I like green. Not the biggest fan of red, but if need be I can play red. I hate blue.
Blue's too slow for me. It's not that blue's a bad color. I'm a bad blue player. Like
exactly.
I'm really terrible at like control. Sometimes I do it too early, sometimes I do it too late. Too late. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Fucking
too late. Like so, man.
The dragon deck that I showed you, I think we played like one round with it. I had a control guy. He just had my dragons locked up, dude. They were just fucking tied up, and he just beat the shit out of me while they were tied up. I'm like, that's some good control right there. That's some next level shit, dude.
Yeah, that's fire. Andrew's wife plays a combo deck, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is red blue.
Is it, baby? Is it such a good combo? That's the only time I'll play blue, is if you put red in there. Just because it's so like creative and scientific and fun.
Like, don't get me wrong, man.
You look so bummed.
I have a lot of fun playing Magic, but it's also, like Nate said, we played very late, and he will attest to this.
I wanted to keep going.
It's very easy to get competitive.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, that too. Oh, shit,
like
yeah.
I was literally standing here like this. We were on a call. We were playing MTG online. I was this close to my fucking screen, going, "You fucking piece of shit! Run it back! Run it back!"
Yeah. Man, he was trying to take on my Golgari. Then we were doing best of threes for a while. And I'm leaned in too. I was more like that just to see what was going on. And I'm just like, I can't be slipping on this guy. He's going to pull some shit if I don't.
And it was like pure silence too.
Yeah, we didn't even like conversate. It was the opposite of what I used to do on Friday Night Magic. Like draft night, we'd come in. You know, you want to talk to your opponent, make them feel comfortable. Just, hey man, how's your week been? All that. None of that. Sonny was not saying stuff. Sonny silent stuff.
Sonny summon stuff.
Yeah. Dude, we said like 2 words. I think the whole time I kept going, like
exactly.
That's all I kept doing. Like
that's the truth, because it was literally like I would play something, he'd be like, "What are you doing?" And then when it would resolve like 6 turns later, he's like, "Oh my god." And then the whole time I'm just looking at Nate like, you fucking can't believe you, man. Like I get one break. I'm sitting there mana fishing and like I should have mulliganed and didn't fucking mulligan because I was playing a dual color deck and fucking wound up with all plains, no forest through like halfway. I was like, this fucking sucks.
And then I got one hand that was all removal. So I was letting you like stack your creatures. So I was letting you like hit me for like one or two, and then you pull out your 5/5 or whatever with flying or whatever the fuck your demon thing. And Assassin's
Yeah.
Trophy only costs 2 to cast. It lets you draw a land. It lets you find a land, but it gets rid of your shit.
Yes.
Which is really cool. Yeah, there's drafts too on Arena, and I got a draft token, so I want to see. I haven't played a draft in so long. I probably wouldn't do well, but I do.
What does that mean?
So there are different formats of Magic. You kind of know some of them because yesterday we were playing the historic one. So Arena has its own set of formats. Standard is one that's universal. Everybody knows standards. Build 60 card deck. It has to be in the last 4 sets or whatever it is. So that's standard. So draft is we open a bunch of packs. So everybody gets, I think, like we're passing packs around. I think it's 8. Don't quote me on that though. You can look up the rules later. Everybody opens a pack, picks out a card, passes the rest of the pack to the person to their right. And they do that until the packs are gone. Do it another round. Everybody gets 3. That's what it is. Everybody gets 3. So they open their second pack. Pick one. Everybody passes it to the left till the cards are gone. Do it again for the third pack. Pass it to the right again. So you end up with this amalgamation of cards. Now you got to build a 60 card deck out of that. And you play each other for rewards. So like you play and whoever places first, you play with the cards that you just drafted. So like a football pick draft kind of thing. And whoever wins gets like a big set of like booster packs. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck, that sounds cool.
It's very fun in person. Haven't tried it online. You get to keep whatever's in those packs because a draft usually costs money. Like it was $15 to play Friday night when I was in California. So you pay your 15. Whatever you get in those packs, you keep. So like even if it doesn't fit in your deck that you're gonna play that night, if you could pull a Planeswalker, just tuck that in my shirt for later. You know, it's mine, right? You keep what you pick. So yeah, you play for rewards. My favorite night ever, Friday Night Magic. Me, Mario, and our friend Jacob, who you don't know. We don't really talk to him that much anymore. He's pretty busy these days. He's married and everything. We go in there. I made a lot of tip money, so I pay for their draft. So $45 altogether. 15, 15, 15. Jacob gets first. Mario, like, I think one of Mario's opponents just didn't exist. We had like an odd number. He ends up placing fucking second. I place third. We walk out with like all of the packs. Like
That's what's up.
And then they gave some to me because they're like, dude, you paid for us to win. Like, here you go. So it really felt like I got first place there, but
yeah, that's cool.
It was so fucking fun. Draft is such a good experience. People draft out of cubes sometimes, which are a set of cards made specifically to draft from, where you just keep it at your house and have your buddies come over.
It would be cool if Magic Arena could implement a draft that you and your friends could do and not just randos.
Right, yeah. I think, you know,
like if we got 4 people together or whatever, or 8 people or whatever it is, and then fucking set it up like that. Like, and we pass the packs between each other, but they would still get the money, obviously.
Right, yeah.
Wizards would.
We pay up. They provide the online cards. And we just fucking draft them among each other, and it rewards us for first, second. And it could even randomize the brackets. So if you have one friend in the group who's really good, it's like, oh shit, I hope I don't get his bracket because I'm gonna get fucked. You know what I mean? I've met some guys who are just really good drafters. Like they don't do anything else. They don't play regular standard. They just come in and draft and like make badass decks. And I'm like, ugh, it's painful. But draft is fun. Commander's another format. Have you played any Commander before?
I haven't played Commander, but I've watched Commander be played.
It's too chaotic for me. It's like the Munchkin. Have you played Munchkin?
I have.
It's like the Munchkin of Magic the Gathering. Like everybody has a 100 card deck. It just gets really chaotic with board wipes, and I don't like to play that way. A lot of people love Commander, a very popular format. But that's just me. I like Brawl. Brawl's like a mini version of that, kinda. But there's a whole bunch of like formats you can play. But draft is the most fun to me because you never know what you're gonna get, right?
No, I totally get it, dude. I wish that I also wish that like an actual TCG, if you had friends on the game, like you could trade from your packs for other cards.
Yeah, is there no trade option
I don't
between?
think so,
Oh,
man.
that's kind of
Which is kind of
a
the
bummer.
qualm that I've always had with online TCGs, is because
Yeah.
it's literally the name. It's a trading
Right.
card
Exactly.
game. They're designed to where if you don't get what you want, you can trade for what you do want.
Right.
The unfortunate thing about it, at least in the physical card world, is that now these like limited or rare cards exist, and you have to pay an outlandish amount of money for it, like exorbitant amount of money for it.
I paid for a draft with a card one time. Pulled a planeswalker, was worth about $15. Tried that bad boy and got my $15 back. Free draft. So there's ups and downs. The card shop guy, he was very cool. He'd buy almost any Magic cards you were selling. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, very cool. But yeah, I feel you. Yeah, the thing is, even Pokemon Go, which is not even a trading card game, you can trade Pokemon in that though. You know what I mean? Like with your friends. Stephanie and I trade Pokemon all the time. I just wish I feel that. I wish you could do it with online. What are you looking
Right.
up? You look
I'm looking to
intent.
see if they do have like a
Trade.
draft with friends.
Oh, I don't know if it's with friends, but I just know you can. For an online game, it's not super like friend oriented. Like you can't add a friend. You could really only direct challenge, and that's like you got to know their username, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think Magic the Gathering Online is a separate thing that's not Arena, and they have a lot more options, like Commander and other stuff like that. So that's also worth us looking into, I think, Magic the Gathering Online. But I like Arena because it's flashy and fun, and it has all the modes that I would like to play. But a lot of the fan base is like, dude, where's the Commander? Like, where's the. But I don't mind just regular games, man. I could play regular games forever. I'm hoping to get some
Okay,
more in when I stream tonight.
so this is according to a Reddit post.
Mm-hmm.
It said, the question is, why is there no draft with friends option? And it says, this exact question, and this is 5 months ago. This
Mm-hmm.
exact question was asked to the lead of the arena team a few years ago in a podcast interview.
Mm-hmm.
And the short answer is that there isn't enough interest to justify the development cost. The long answer is that, like everything in the world, all activities have an opportunity cost. If you do action A, that means you can't use the resources, including time, to do action B. Even if A is really great, that's not enough. It has to be better than the things you could do with the resources.
I think that that's like a cash cow they're sleeping on. I think people would shell out for a booster set for their friends on for
Yeah,
MTG Arena.
I would.
And that's not even like okay, well that is my opinion, but it's also like from a business standpoint, I think you'd be pulling in your $15 fees whenever you wanted, dude.
Like, let's be honest, Magic. People are buying your physical cards already. No one's buying your D&D books.
Maybe now they are though, because two things. One, Stranger Things is kind of making the game more popular. I read that somewhere. I've never
Yeah.
seen Stranger
Okay,
Things, so I don't know.
popular doesn't equate to sales.
That's true, but
Po-
also they just released the set that was D&D themed. You know what I mean?
no, I
And
know what you're saying.
that's not gonna pull too many more people over, but yeah,
what I'm getting at is like dude, it's really like not that complicated. They have a system in place to where you can look up people and play against them.
mm-hmm.
They have a draft system in place.
They do. Yes,
I'm assuming that the combination of those two systems would not be very hard. Like, all it takes is a room code. You
exactly.
create a room and then a code, and then from there, the transaction portal goes back to the main portal. It's not anything crazy.
And alternatively, if you don't have any friends to play with or who don't want to play or whatever, matchmaking, which they already do now. Like that's not that different
Yeah.
either. So
But if I could get, like imagine if we had an interest in the Milktown community
mm-hmm.
where it was like, okay, one Friday a month, we're all gonna get together and we're gonna do a draft tournament or whatever.
Milktown Magic, be there.
Like that would be super cool. It'd be really fun,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that we can't do that unless we were in person is like, it seems like a missed opportunity, especially considering the fact that I know the arena has existed during the time when people were stuck in their fucking house.
That's true.
So it seems like an oversight by a company that genuinely doesn't give a fuck about the people they're selling their product
Right.
to.
That's
Which
true.
has been proven. That's
Yeah.
nothing
Yeah,
new.
no, that's not a hot take at all. It's actually a pretty cool take,
If
man.
you're new to Wizards of the Coast and their bullshit,
Sorry to hear that.
sit down and stay a while
Right.
because you like what they're giving you,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Oh,
Raven the
God
Kid.
damn it.
I think we talked about how Raven the Kid's doing a D&D campaign. We talked about that last episode a little bit. And during the last episode I was like, I don't know, but I'm in. And I'm going to build a character and I'm pretty excited.
Nice, dude.
I don't have any of my books, but that's okay. I know. Definitely, guys, pay for the real book, wink, wink, and do not download a PDF for free, wink, wink. Anyway.
Yeah, if you're the type of person that's gonna download a PDF of a book that is outlandishly priced for what it is, I've got nothing else to say.
Oh my god. I did buy the books too. I do have like a lot of
I
D&D
also
books.
bought books, man.
Yeah. So technically I'm entitled to that PDF. In the same way, if you have a copy of a game, you're entitled to totally have a emulated version of it. Wink wink.
It's just okay. I'm not gonna get. I'm done talking.
No,
about
you're good.
I'm done talking about Wizards. Man.
Yeah,
Like,
you look so frustrated.
I do actually want to talk about this. So Nate and I recorded an episode yesterday. I had come back from playing disc golf outside, and I'm still very sunburnt. That has not changed in the last 12 hours.
Yeah.
However, today I am more functional.
And
My
less
brain was
baconated.
just not working yesterday.
Does that mean I'm gonna get better games out of you today?
Of Magic?
When we inevitably fall into the Magic rabbit hole, whenever we're doing that, if we're gonna do that today.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Nope tonight with Bailey for her birthday. Everybody, in the comment section of this video, wish Bailey a happy late birthday because her birthday was a couple days ago when this came out. Yeah, just no clever nickname. I don't think she'd like being called the Milk Mayor's girlfriend. That's weird. But yeah, just
happy birthday. Knucklehead's cool too. You can say Knucklehead.
Yeah, happy birthday, Knucklehead, in the comment section. She'll love that. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna go see Nope tonight. Cool. I do want to play some D&D, or not D&D, some
I'm
MTG with you.
Yeah, man.
I do like D&D.
I'll be up all late, so you know I'm late. We haven't.
Yeah.
You guys, I think we brought this up before, but like Sonny and I don't talk a lot outside of the podcast because we come up with so many topics and we run through them when we hang out. So by the time we get to the podcast, we're gonna be like, well, what do we say? You know. But yeah, I do want to hang out more, man. When we first met, we were hanging out like every night on call.
Yeah, I know, and that's another thing too. Is we have talked about this before too. So the way that Nate and I met was through a Discord server that I was running. It's called it was called Streams Come True. It has since shut down. It kind of became what I didn't want it to be in a way, whereas like. So when it started, it was cool. It was a collaborative space for streamers. And that's how, like, all of us that were in there, we were hanging out a lot. Like, there were big Discord calls where we were playing games together and watching stuff.
Like, every night, too. Like,
yeah, it was really, it was cool. And then it just sort of, I guess people lost interest, which is fine. It's okay to lose interest and stuff. And then it eventually just kind of evolved into like people would join and then they would just expect people to come and watch their streams.
Right, and just plug the
which is not what it was about. And it got to the point where I was like, all right, it seems like a slap in the face to still run this server that way.
Yeah.
So I shut it down. And now it's just
I have an idea for what we could do with it. I'll tell you off in case we want to represent it later. But I had some ideas of what it could become.
Okay, I'm willing to listen to them, but yeah, it's right now. There's a couple people that are still in there, just mainly admins that were there before, and it just kind of exists as a separate space to hang out outside of our own servers, just with people that we have met through that, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
that um maybe aren't even streaming anymore. So it's just kind of one of those things now. But yeah, it was definitely very fun while it lasted, and I'm super happy that I met all of the people that I did through there.
Yeah, I'm mad grateful, bro.
Um, I will say that probably 10% of the people that were in that server ever posted anything. And for those people, I'm very excited to have met. Everyone else that just kind of joined and then didn't do anything at all, also totally fine. But yeah.
Well, they plugged their links, right? And you know, I've always had. I remember when Stephanie came in and she first told me, she's like, "Oh yeah, they want to meet you and be part of the server," because Stephanie was streaming for a little bit, but I'd been streaming for a little bit longer than she had.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Look, is it follow for follow? Because on God, I don't fuck with that. Like, if I'm not interested in your content, I'm not gonna follow you, and I don't expect anybody who's uninterested to follow me, right?" So,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "It's not like that," and it wasn't. But it did turn into like people posting links, and I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of a bummer." Well, people do that on my
Yeah.
server, and I appreciate some of you because it's some of the people who do it are the same people who are active in the server anyway. But some
Yeah.
people will just post and never like say a word in my server, and I don't even do anything. But eventually, when you keep posting your links like that, my Discord bot goes marked as spam, and I have to check them all off because all you do is post in that one place, Discord thinks you're spamming, like that you're a spam bot or something. So I've had some of that
I have
happen.
noticed that.
Yeah. I think it said like message block for spam, right? And you're a
Yeah.
fucking mod admin person in there, and it's like, yeah, message. I'm not gonna call out the person who's doing it because it's only happening to the same person for the most part. But like,
Yeah. I'm
um,
aware.
and it's just silly, man. You know, I think you should enjoy your craft at its highs and lows. Whether you have one viewer or 5,000, you should be able to kind of facilitate the same type of vibe and community and just really enjoy things without.
Yeah. And so that was the thing that whenever the server started, it was the thing that I wanted to build. So, like, we started, I, when I first started streaming on Twitch, I wound up in some follow for follow shit, not knowing what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that there were a lot of people there that wanted that actual collaborative space, but it was a lot of people that were just trying to hit a milestone to get to affiliate or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I finding those people and then realizing the follow for follow stuff, I was like, oh fuck, I got to get out of this. But then some of those people, like, that I noticed, like, they were in a similar situation. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just make this Discord server and then actually create a collaborative space.
Right.
And a lot of those people came over, which that, and what's funny is the people that came from those follow for follow groups
Mm-hmm.
never once for followed in the server. Like, they genuinely wanted the
Yeah,
collaborative space, which was cool. It was the people that were coming in afterward that were like,
here's my link.
this is
Here's my
follow for
link.
follow, even though the very first thing you see when you join the server is
It's in the
welcome to
rules.
streams come true. This is not follow for follow.
We don't do that. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
and I kind of, and then I had my stream going on already. You know, it was a pretty healthy stream. Now, since I've taken a hiatus, I got to really rebuild that. I don't want to say trust, but rebuild that momentum with my viewers because a lot of them were bummed when I stopped. But when we were doing that and streams come true, we had some people in there who would like pop into my stream and then like about a week or two after, like it was just back to my other viewers. I don't mean the other viewers are bad. I love all my viewers, but like you could just kind of tell that it was like people are popping in and popping out and hoping you kind of notice, and
yeah,
that's a bummer. One thing I've seen a lot on Twitter. So I only go on Twitter to kind of post updates. I never post like I'm feeling this way. It's my professional. Like this is connected to my Twitch, so this is my schedule. This is I'm on hiatus, whatever. Same person who constantly spams in the links, right, in the share your stuff. Often post things along the lines of I'll never make it as a streamer, or in that kind of like pity space. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I'm gonna sound like an asshole, but like I don't support that shit, and you guys shouldn't either, because it's not healthy for the streamer you're trying to support, and it's not healthy for you, man. Like, another example, Cherry was on Reddit, on a subreddit for streamers, and somebody made a post about I'm gonna quit, like I can't even make the 3 viewer mark or whatever. And Stephanie started, or Cherry, same person obviously, started typing and was like, well, I just dropped you a follow, don't quit. Like, it was in her type bar, and she's like, does this look okay as a response? And I went, hell no, why would you do that? I don't support people who like take pity and try to turn it into viewership. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's kind of manipulative, but it's also like, if you're doing it for that, don't do it. Like,
that too.
If you're not doing it because you like it and it brings you fulfillment, stop it.
Stop it.
Like,
get some help.
Exactly. Like, I didn't start gardening because I fucking wanted gardeners to like me. I started gardening because I wanted some fucking tomatoes.
Fuck my onions. Oh, they gotta be big by now. I tried to pull one earlier and it was still tiny, even though the sprouts were big. I should be onion time. Fuck, I'm gonna have to check that out later.
Yeah, dude.
Should definitely be onion time.
So it's one of those things too, where it's like, if you're gonna stream because you like doing it. Like, even if you stream to yourself, fuck, dude. My third stream that I ever did. My first stream was from mobile. I streamed GeoGuessr, and it was a decent stream. Like, people showed up and were commenting. I couldn't see it because I was on my phone, but like, it was cool. And then the second stream, GeoGuessr, people showed back up. Third stream, I played a game I love. A game I fucking love. I played Fire Emblem, Three Houses. Not one person showed up the entire time. But I sat there, I played the game, and I talked through the whole thing, and I was explaining who the characters are and what the combat mechanics are, just in case anyone did show up. And I was really sad after that stream, but it was also a thing where it's like, okay, so people like me for GeoGuessr, maybe not necessarily for Fire Emblem. But it's also one of those things where Fire Emblem is a couple years old now. And this was right before they announced that they were working on new Fire Emblem stuff. And it was also before Billy Kometz died. Billy Kometz was a voice actor in Fire Emblem. And also, if you check my Twitter, I posted about it too. That's a fucking bummer. That guy was really cool. So it's one of those things too, where just kind of like any media, if you aren't creating something genuinely interesting, you better be riding a wave. Because it's like, I mean, fuck. Nate and I, we talk about kind of nothing. I think of Milktown podcast kind of like an episode of Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing that's very funny.
Yeah,
and we fucking...
We come and just do it, man. Well, I kind of just look at it as I get to finally talk to Sonny because, like I said, when we met, we talked every day. You're like one of my closest friends, dude, even though we're miles apart.
Yes.
So whenever it's time for Milktown, I'm not like, get me in hair and makeup stat. Like, no, I just fucking, I'm talking to my bud. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Like, it is a show, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a show that isn't a show. Yeah, right. I get it.
Yeah.
But, so Milktown episode 7. I titled that one. I called it "Understanding in a Car Crash," which is the title of the Thursday song. Milktown episode 7.
That's "Understanding in a Car Crash."
Mm-hmm.
What did we name the first one?
The first one was "Do E-Boys Dream of Electric Sheep?"
Holy shit! Do you have them all memorized? Can you name them off?
Yeah, so episode 1 is Do E-Boys Dream of Electric Sheep. Episode 2 is Paladin in the Streets, Berserker in the Sheets.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is Virginity Sword featuring Crimson Lance. Episode 4 is The Milktown That Dreaded Sundown. Episode 5... Now, this one is where I might have a little bit of trouble, because I know what episode 6 is. Episode 5... Ooh... Don't tell me, because I know it.
This is impressive, because my memory.
I'm gonna go back to 5. Episode 6 is called "Eat It," or "You Gotta Eat" with a couple of co-ops.
Yeah.
Episode 7 is Understanding in a Car Crash. Episode 8 is How Heavy Are the Dumbbells That You Lift? Featuring Raven the Kid. So does that mean episode 5? No, episode 5 is not a feature because we didn't do back-to-back
I know
features.
what it is. I know what 5 is.
And then
now.
episode 9,
Do you need a hint?
no.
Okay.
So episode 10 is a complaint of Karen's.
Mm-mm.
Or episode 11 is a complaint of Karen's.
Yeah. You're missing 9 and 10.
I'm missing 5, 9, and 10 so far.
That's still really good.
So and then episode 11 is a complaint of Karen's. Episode 12 is Do It.
No.
Okay, hold on. So a complaint of Karen. Oh, episode 12 is your birthday stream. It was Nate's birthday.
Yeah.
And then episode 13 was. I didn't name 13. I don't think
You did.
I named 13.
You named it. Yeah. I named 14, but you named 13.
Okay, so 14 is Do It.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes 13. Well, hold on. What is this? This is episode 17, right?
Yeah, we're on 17 now. This is content right here. You might not think so, but I'm getting the most entertainment about. First of all, it's impressive that you remember that many. I couldn't tell you. Except for whatever the last one we did.
Backwards, so the last episode we released was Wisdom Saving Throw.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one before that was Hating from Outside of the Cave, featuring RJ in a cave.
Mm-hmm.
And then the episode before that. Oh, okay. Episode 10 is Hot Local Podcasts in Your Area Waiting to Meet You.
It is.
So the episode before Hating from Outside of the Cave, you also named that one. You named episode 15.
Yeah, I named 15 and 14.
So there was, and then 14 was Do It.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next episode.
That's the one you're blanking on.
So that was the episode before the animated intro.
Was 14 our animated intro for the first time?
No. It was 16 with RJ.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Let me know when you're ready for me to name them.
Okay, hold on. Which ones am I missing? I'm missing 5, 9, 15.
It is 5, 9, 13. That's it. You got the rest of them.
I didn't get 15 yet.
You did. That's Hating from Outside the Cave.
Is it?
15. Yeah, that was 15.
Oh, okay. So 15 and then 14 was Do It. Mm-hmm. And then I named 13?
You named 13. I'm so entertained just by you trying to put it together.
Well, hold on. I should know. I'm going to try to go back to episode 5.
Okay.
Episode 5. So we talked about, in episode 4 was horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 5.
Man, if you get it, I'm going to lose my shit.
Well, what's funny is I know these things. I listen to the episodes because I like them. And I think episode 5. Well, I mentioned that episode 4 was one of my favorite episodes. Episode 5. Fuck, man. I'm blanking here. What's the first letter of episode 5's?
You sure you don't want the first letter is M because they're all called Milktown episode, whatever.
No, the first letter of the actual title.
I. Yeah. I remember what we talked about on that episode.
What did we talk about?
We talked about books.
So that was the episode where I got my Lord of the Rings hatred out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't believe it's not Turkish delight.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 5.
So you're missing
and then
9.
Yeah, 9. So what? Hold on. 10 was Hot Local Podcast in your area.
Waiting to meet you.
And then which I titled. And then 9. I know I titled 9 as well.
Let's put it this way: you're missing a guest.
I'm missing a guest.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. We had Crimmy.
Uh-huh.
We had couple of co-ops.
Mm-hmm.
We've had most recently RJ in a cave. Bomb Solomon. That was episode 9.
Yes.
What did we title episode 9? That was
It's a kind of currency.
Yeah, because we talked about Shinmu. What fucking currency was it? The kind of currency.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about yen in the show.
Yeah, but you named this one.
I know, but I'm trying to remember what I named it.
A certain figure on currency. Certain person whose face is on currency. On the metal kind of currency.
Oh, Sacagawea coins.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sacagawea coins. Okay, so now I'm missing 13.
Yeah, you are. The hint was what I just drank out of, actually. I got this cup from a place. I don't really want to show the brand, but...
Oh, with the fast food tie-in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do know all of the titles. It's just some of them evaded me. And that being said, the episode with Bomb Solomon is really funny.
Fucking fire.
And I just forgot the title of it.
We have to have him back. He's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course we have to have him back because he doesn't have a Milktown governmental
That's
position
right.
yet.
He earned himself a second episode by default.
So yeah, no, I really do love that episode. It's really funny.
Well, I know. I let you guys do all the talking.
But I mean, that's kind of how it goes, though. Is the
sure.
people that you bring, I talk to more, and then the people that I bring, you talk to more.
Yeah, when we had RJ, it was just me and him making fucking quips back and forth while you were looking up facts.
Yeah, that, and then me asking randomly about the fucking playground equipment. No, I love titling the episodes weird shit, but the understanding in a car crash, that comes from a Thursday song. So I was hoping that when people look up that Thursday song, it would also pull us up and then create new fans. So
we're still the first ones that pop up when we Google Milktown or you or me, I think.
Which is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know how many people are just gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, Milktown, and then see us.
You sound like Vince McMahon from WWE. You know what, fuck it, Milktown, make me money. Just fucking. I don't want to talk too much about him because he's in some deep shit right now, but yeah, man. But
yeah, that's. Go ahead, buddy.
I just no. That's all I had to say is just he's in some deep shit, and the way you said that was like, oh fuck it. But you know what, play it just for that. You and yourself a match with the Undertaker. That's not Vince. That's Teddy Long. But fucking, I have that meme in my phone, and anytime anyone does anything remotely even a little bit annoying, I pull out the Teddy Long meme, and it's fucking. You know what, play it just for that. You earned yourself a match with the Undertaker. Even when I see like, yeah, even when I see stuff on social media, wherever I can respond with a fucking meme, like sometimes people post curse shit that I could have gone my whole life without seeing.
That's no fucking lie.
In the comments, I'm just like, just for that, you earned yourself a match with the Undertaker. He fucking loved giving out Undertaker matches. I wonder if Undertaker like agreed to work all those shows. Or if he just waited for Teddy Long and then was backstage and went, fuck, are you kidding me? Like, again?
I think it was he agreed to all the
I
shows,
hope
and then
so.
they had that guy as the hype man.
I could just imagine him sitting in the back of the locker room, like fucking half asleep, and he could just hear it through like the locker room door. You earned yourself a match with the Undertaker. He's like,
Huh.
fuck. So with all that, what are your plans this week? What you got going on?
So I was off yesterday and today. I'm
Mhm.
off tomorrow and Sunday as well because it's the weekend. Monday, streaming GeoGuessr for the first time in a long time.
What time?
Gonna be doing that. What time? I think it's 7.
Okay.
I'd have to look at my schedule. I have a picture of it somewhere. I think it's at 7, and then I'm pretty sure also Friday. That sounds right. So it'll be Monday, GeoGuessr. Friday, later in the evening, probably after you're done streaming, I will be having a watch party, which you can do on Twitch for
Oh,
anything that's on Amazon Prime.
that's right. That's right.
And my Friday nights are going to be watching the first shitty looking horror movie I can find.
That Jack Nicholson movie.
Which one? Because
Yes.
I know you ain't talking about Wolf. That movie
No,
fucking slaps.
no,
Dude.
I was referring Austin McConnell. Didn't he buy the rights to like a really bad Jack Nicholson movie?
Oh yeah, well he bought the Spanish version.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
bought the rights to the Spanish version. Yeah.
that's what I meant. I don't think his movies are actually shitty. I know Austin McConnell bought the rights. Anyway,
Well, that movie was actually shitty because
okay,
if you remember in that video, it was made because they had leftover time on a set,
that's right. And then
and
yeah,
it had like 9 different directors.
I remember now. Yeah, I haven't watched him in a
So,
while. I've just been taking a break. I've been watching a lot of Tulare Community College.
that I
Not
wanted to
sponsored
remind
by
you.
the way, but he teaches you how to build better decks, man. Like his strategies are really solid.
Last night, after we got done playing Magic the Gathering,
Mm-hmm.
I fucking went upstairs. I went to my bedroom. I turned on old YouTube.com.
Yeah.
Went on YouTube.com. I typed in Kamigawa. That's it. Kamigawa. The pack that I wanted to learn more about.
Mm-hmm.
Found a video of Post Malone playing a commander deck from Kamigawa.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to reiterate here, Post Malone, if you ever hear this, I want to be your best friend.
He lives here.
No, he does not.
He lives here.
You're fucking shitting me.
He lives here.
I want to be his friend so bad.
I'll fact check it, but I think I'm trying to remember all of Stephanie's humble brags when I came to visit from California the first time, and it was mainly like, "Yo, did you know we had the first KFC?" Which blew your mind when I told you that, by the way, that the first KFC was in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't have like a cover like you, so you guys get some aesthetic typing noises.
Well, the only reason I have that foam is that way it keeps the laptop noise out of my microphone.
Never mind. He lives in Dallas, I guess. But
I was
oh
about to say, he's
no,
from-
wait, no. February 4th, 2022. The truth about why Post Malone moved to Utah. Malone's new home is half a party pad, half survivalist compound located in a secluded area outside of Salt Lake City. 5 bedrooms, 6 baths. I shouldn't know that much about this man, but confirmed. Post Malone lives in Utah.
That's cool, man. I've seen so much Post Malone stuff. I'm not the biggest fan of his music, which I think would make us better friends.
Probably. Usually, yeah. Like you told me in we're gonna call that Lost episode 2 because that's 2 Lost episodes we have now. Yesterday you were like, you know, Nate, you shouldn't meet your heroes all the time, which is true because I wanted to meet Austin McConnell. Now I'm not so sure anymore. But
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I don't idolize Post Malone. I just think he's really cool.
which would make you guys really good friends, like you said.
Yeah. I think he's a dope dude. He drinks a little more than I can get on board with because I'm not a big drinker.
Me neither.
But the fact that he plays like Magic the Gathering and shit like that, and he like listens to metal and stuff, like in the Lost episode, the second Lost episode, I recently went to a concert. I'm wearing the tour shirt now.
Dang.
Freaks on Parade. I saw Rob Zombie. I saw Mudvayne. I saw Static X and I saw Power Man 5000. The only two worth seeing were the middle two, and that would be Static X and
I
Mudvayne.
feel like I'm getting
Everyone
double flipped off
else.
somehow. Whoa, bro! Don't show off your moves to everyone, all right? Oh.
What?
No, you're good. In my head I had a bit that was gonna go too far, and I don't want to have to do visual sensors. I'm not good with it. I can blur it, but I don't want to.
That would be funny. Like if I was just like, boom, boom. Blur that, Nate.
God damn it, Sonny.
Right? Yeah. What I need now is I'm gonna put my hand like this, and I want Moby, the musician. I want his head on my hand.
I ought to beat your ass. Not impossible. With a mixture of Photoshop and fucking Premiere Pro, anything's possible. Not sponsored. Very expensive, actually.
And also, you know what else is possible?
The milk fact?
Yes. So you guys may not know this, but I'm a big Marvel fan. At least when it comes to the cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm.
And recently I watched Moon Knight. Pretty damn good. One of the things that I think they overlooked in Moon Knight was that of the goddess Hassat. Hassat often took the form of a cow, and she was said to provide humanity with milk, which was called the beer of Hassat. And apparently she would also suckle the pharaoh, which is something that I did not need to know.
Dirty. Yeah. I was thinking when you said Moon Knight, in my head I shortened it to M Night, and then I was thinking about M Night Shyamalan, and fucking I'm like, what does the M stand for? What if it's milk? What if his name is Milk Knight Shyamalan?
It fucking could be, man. Honestly, I bet his first name is like Mike.
Yeah, he's just what a Mike. When you do that to the Last Airbender, how am I supposed to forgive you? I don't.
Oh, well, no, that makes a little more sense. I mean, considering he is from India.
Oh, is it something hard to pronounce?
Well, I think it's pronounced Minaj.
Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense.
Minaj Nelyatu Shyamalan.
Ah, that checks out.
And I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. I don't have much experience with like well, it's not East Asia. I guess that'd be like Western Asia. I don't have much experience.
I don't know. Figure out on Sonny's episode of GeoGuessr.
I don't have much experience with names from that region, and I apologize.
The Milk Council forgives you.
The Milk Council.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the milk fact there. And while it's fresh on your brain, go ahead and leave a comment on the video wishing my girlfriend happy birthday. Or if you have someone in your life who also had a birthday, tell them happy birthday in the comments. Share the video with them. It'll be a nice little surprise.
Tell them have a great fucking birthday. Anyway, go on.
Tell them have a great fucking birthday. And then after you get done doing that, I need you to click subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you haven't yet, what the fuck are you doing?
And also, you want to click that bell too, so that you know when we're going to do this again.
I want you to just full on karate chop that bell. I want it like the Taco Bell commercial.
I want you to do 74 of damage to that bell there.
74?
Yeah.
What do you have? What is it, like a mutation where they've got an extra 2 fingers and they're all daggers? And that also gives me a title for this episode. I can name it after another metal song. We'll see if you guys catch the illusion. But with that being said, I guess this has been another episode of Milktown. For me and Nate, it's very close to the last one we recorded.
I thought we were going to say close to the last one. I'm like, are we not getting renewed by YouTube for season 3? Oh fuck.
Hey, so Alan just came in from network.
Fuck. Hate Alan.
Shutting this whole shit
Can't
down.
stand that bitch.
you guys not pulling in the viewers that you were season 2. So
Yeah, you know, I really think the nail in the coffin was that horror movie episode, man. But that's just
yeah, creators were really proud of it, just didn't hit the mark.
Well, I'm Nostalgia Nate.
And I am Nostalgia Nate. And this has been an episode of Milktown.
This has been an episode of Sunny Says Stuff.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.